Welcome back to our daily show. Here's CJ.
Last Christmas I gave you my heart, but the very next day you gave it away. This year, to save me from tears, I'll give it to someone special, special.
Welcome back to our daily show. 9:23 is the time on this 21st day of December. That's how you know we've been doing this job a while. You see that multitasking ability, Brooke?
Amazing.
So the other day, I was on Facebook and I just saw Mark Magos put up, or Magos. I always, Magus. I'm
Mark
sorry.
Magus.
I always botch your last name, and I don't mean to do that intentionally. He put up one of your posts. You shared it, and I thought this is so cool because I've never heard about a simmer pot before, Brooke, but I like this all natural way to make your house smell beautiful.
Yeah.
So before we dive into this, fill me in on how you came up with this idea and how you thought, let's just try it out.
So so simmer pots, it's a simple joy of mine in my own home that I've done for a long time. And as the holidays were rolling around, I thought I'm going to make up some simmer pot bags and sell them or give them as gifts or whatever. So it originated with me starting up a big batch, and I made a bunch for an event, and I wasn't able to participate in that event, and they sold like hotcakes. I couldn't believe how fast they sold. And I thought, I'm just going to make another batch and see what happens here.
Yeah.
So that's kind of where it all started.
Well, this doesn't seem like an easy process either.
Yeah, my husband and I, we were joking last night. I said, I got to find a better way to do this because I've been sitting on my dining room floor hunched over, and I'm not really capable of doing that anymore. So we got to find a better production line, I think, moving forward.
Well, Brooke, I mean, to me, this simmer pot is so cool because I haven't even opened the bag. I can smell it through the bag.
Good.
But I'm getting this sense of nostalgia.
Yeah.
You know, like it is this weird. I didn't expect to have this. I thought, well, it's just going to smell really cool, but it smells like my house when I was a kid for Christmas. I mean, it really does.
A lot, I think people got away from doing it for a period of time, and like Bath and Body Works took over and the wallflowers and all these toxic ways of,
the
providing
oils.
fragrance in your house. So I decided, I have a parrot at home and animals and stuff, so I'm always looking for like a safe thing for my bird.
So can I, not to cut you off, I have a puppy named Nico I got when I bought my first home. And that way, because I don't like being alone and I love animals and all that, but I couldn't bring the pig over and everything else. So I'm really gotten cautious about what's on the ground. Like, I didn't think I was that person, but I am. Like,
I know.
Bug sprays. I have the all-natural one that takes 45 minutes to kill the little spider, but it's working,
Yeah. You just never know what's in all that stuff with words you can't even pronounce on the label,
That's the thing.
And, that's another thing is, it's pretty sustainable. I hope to... in the future, find a better packaging system that isn't maybe plastic, that's more biodegradable. So anybody who's bought a simmer pot, reuse your bag.
What if you have like an edible one or one that dissolved when you put it in the pot?
Yeah, or just even that's a good idea.
Look at that!
Oh, maybe like those reusable little tea bags or something.
That's
that you
what
can
I'm
just
saying.
Put the whole thing. Oh yeah, so that's what I'm
brainstorming.
Thinking. Anyway, so I am also a big gardener. I'm a member of the Mississippi Valley Garden Club, and
I've had them on the show
Have
before.
you?
Yeah, Paula.
Paula's a lifelong friend of mine and her daughter. But anyway, so I do a lot of gardening. So a lot of the herbs and stuff comes out of my backyard. The oranges don't. I don't have an orange tree. I have contemplated, like, how can I get an orange tree in the last 3 weeks? But, so, every year, I harvest all my herbs and stuff, and I'm always like, what am I going to do with all this? So it's pretty sustainable in its own sense. And then, I suggest a lot of people are like, what do I do with the ingredients when I'm done? And I'm like, dump it outside where it came from. So
that's really cool.
Yeah, it's kind of like just
biodegradable stuff, right?
Taking advantage of our natural abundance, what the earth provides. So
well, and that's what I'm starting to kind of get into, because I didn't realize all the cool things you can do with getting rid of some of the debris the natural way, especially this, because this is compost.
Oh yeah,
material.
the birds will be all over it. Just don't dump it out there when it's hot. I don't don't cause any harm, but yeah. So anyway, it's been super fun. I think. Rough estimate, since the week before Thanksgiving, I think I have filled approximately 600 bags.
Whoa! No way!
I know. So it's been just, it's been great.
Let's break this down, because we got to pay some bills here in a couple of minutes. But did you always know of the simmer pot bag? Like, did you always know about this, or did you stumble upon it?
It's just been something I've always done in my own home.
Okay.
And I think some of us generationally will remember our grandmother or our moms doing this. But I feel like there was like a generational gap, and people are getting more into that herbal, more natural.
Yeah, 100%. Now, I want to ask you this, because I find this topic fascinating, and this is just because I'm an observer, and being over in St. Louis radio and coming back and doing the show here, it seems like for a while, people were really about like this all new way of doing stuff, but then we realized maybe it wasn't the best way to do the new stuff, and now we're going back to this.
We're getting a more simple way
that's
of
just
living.
my takeaway from it.
Yeah, so that's kind of where this little business endeavor kind of originated, I love putting on a good simmer pot in my house, and then I love...
We're getting to that.
Yeah, that. So we can talk about that a little bit if you would like.
We're going to here in a second. So coming up, I want to ask you how to use the simmer bag.
Sure.
Because that's a whole... I want to make sure we get the right technique.
There's many ways, so I'll explain, yeah.
We'll explain that.
So...
Well, we will in a second, because I got to pay a bill real quick, and I want them to stay tuned with us so we get more great information out of you. And then we're going to talk about the ingredients in it, all that fun stuff. We'll talk about the jewelry, but this conversation's got to take a quick pause. I got to pay a bill on this 21st day of December. It's 9:30, and we'll come right back after this. Is it time to buy, sell, or even time to consider a short sale of your property? Meet Lisa Webb, owner of 3rd Street Realty. This local, women-owned, family-operated realty group has over a decade of experience in foreclosures, first-time home buying, and so much more. 3rd Street Realty prides themselves on holding your hand through the entire process. Let their expertise guide you to your dream home. Visit 3rdstrealty.com and start your journey with Lisa Webb today.
I just got a new air conditioner. Top of the line.
I bet mine's better. It's so efficient and quiet, I hardly know it's running.
I've got you both trumped. I've got a Linux.
So do I.
Barrett Heating and Cooling carries Linux products to meet any budget. Don't gamble with your energy dollars. Call Barrett Heating and Cooling and start saving today.
Lennox. Innovation never felt so good.
With over 20 years of experience, Wilson's Tree Service has the expertise to handle all of your tree care needs. Licensed and fully insured, their team of experts are dedicated to providing reliable service. Plus, with a 24-hour emergency service line, Wilson's will always be there for you. Don't risk tackling that timber by yourself. Trust the local professionals at Wilson's Tree Service. Visit treeservicealtonil.org to get started today.
Welcome to Evergreen Place, a community that embodies joyful living, independence, and financial freedom for seniors. If you're looking for a full day of activities or to relax in your apartment, we have you covered. Located on the Alt Memorial campus. To know us is to love us. Experience the difference at Evergreen Place.
Life's better when you're under our roof. That's because our expert agents will make you feel totally protected with the right auto and home coverage at the right price. Also, you can enjoy the dreams you worked so hard to achieve. American Family Insurance.
Since 1993, Sparks Junk Removal is always adapting to the needs of our clients. That is why we now offer weekly trash pickup for selected areas. Plus, we offer driveway-safe rubber-tired dumpster rental. Give us a call today at 618-781-1407 or visit us at sparksjunkremoval.net.
Not sure if you've noticed, but those advertised prices from the other dealers are just a bunch of blah, blah, blah. At Roberts Motors, the advertised price is the price you pay. And that, my friend, is great news for you. Don't fall for their so-called incentives that will leave you banging your head against the wall. Go with Roberts Motors. Prices you can trust and people you will like. That's the Roberts Motors way. And trust me, it's the way to go.
When life throws unexpected challenges your way, you need a versatile legal ally to protect you. Sean Lentz, with over 12 years of experience, is here to help you in a variety of avenues. From personal injury to criminal defense and even semi-truck accidents, Sean Lentz has your back. Don't wait for the justice that you deserve. Call 618-465-8000 and see how Sean can help you today.
Welcome back to our daily show. Here's CJ.
Hear the snow crunch, see the kids bunch. This is Santa's big scene, and above all the bustle you'll hear silver bells, it's Christmas time.
Yeah. 9:35, a little bit of Elvis and a lot of Simmer and Stitch. Brooke in studios, we're talking about these Simmer pots, but let's take a pause on the Simmer pots. You have some beautiful jewelry, and this is handmade, correct?
It is, yeah. I hand embroider all of it. They're little necklace pendants.
Let me go over here and grab a few of these.
Yeah.
I just want to see them because they are beautiful and really are beautiful.
Thank you. Yeah, it kind of just started. I guess I can kind of explain where I.
Please do.
Yeah. So I have a art background, but I was educated with degrees in psychology and anthropology. So it's weird how I've ended up pursuing the arts. So anyway, so I have curated a lot of art shows. I've worked with a lot of artists. But the last year, I started studio assisting an artist that I had met through my last art gallery. And her name is Anna Sumner. So I want to just give her a little shout out because she has taught me a lot and inspired me a lot to I don't know. I've always liked fabrics. I've always liked embroidery. I remember, looking at, like, whenever I was little, I had a little dress that had, like, the embroidered little circle roses on there. And I thought, I always thought that was so cute. When she taught me how to do that, I was like, my mind just exploded. So it actually originated, she had taught me how to do a quick take on underwater ocean scenes with different kind of stitches and fabrics and stuff like that. And from that point on, I was like, oh my gosh, I really love this. And not to mention, it's kind of a meditative process for me.
That's what I was going to ask you, because to me, looking at this, I don't have an art background. I don't know the terminology for things. What can you help me out here?
Sure, probably. I hope
they're going to text in and let me know how stupid I am in a second. But what do you call this type of textile whenever it's in that frame?
So yeah, this is just basically a smaller take on, like, hoop embroidery.
Okay, that's
like you've seen probably your grandma or somebody do.
So this is why I love it, because it's such a modern version of this.
Yeah, that's really what I'm trying to do with it, because we think hand embroidery, we think like kind of the little rose cross stitches or the basket print patterns, that aren't so much fun and youthful or whatever. So that's really what I'm trying to do, is bring a new spin onto like an old trade that not a lot of people really do, hand embroidery, because now we have machines that will do it for us.
So when I do wrestling, I'm a pro wrestler. I'm the bad guy, and I have 3 more shows coming up at the beginning of the year. We'll talk about where to find me before I say goodbye for a while in that. But I had my jacket, one of my ring jackets is made from the people that made Elvis's costumes and all that.
That's cool.
And they do embroidery, but at the time it was hand embroidery, and you can tell the difference.
There is a difference. I mean, if you look close, there's, every daisy's a little different. But that's really what I love about it, because, you get to just kind of have fun with it.
This is the most beautiful out of the bunch, and all of them are beautiful. I love the smaller ones, but this one with the 3 yellow daisies.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness! I mean, this is a great piece, and it can be worn with anything.
Yeah,
that's what I like.
Yeah, they're pretty fun. And then I started kind of branching out, making little brooches. These smaller ones actually have the little brooch, like this one back here.
Oh yeah,
has a little brooch, so it can be multi-purpose. But yeah, it kind of started out as like, oh, this is a fun little hobby. I like knocking out these cute little designs. Like I have a little Christmas tree one on today. But yeah, anyway, so yeah, she kind of opened that door to me. And I was like, oh, I really like sitting at an embroidery hoop for 4 hours. I do larger ones, but I usually give those away to people I love for their birthday. So
That's
my
so
last
cool.
one, I did a real large hummingbird one for my grandmother. And I said, it's for your birthday, but it ended up being more closer to Christmas. So, but these are cool because, those more bigger embroideries, they take a little bit longer to do. And these I can get done, and it's satisfying, and I love a completed project.
So I'm not going to, I hope I don't sound bad, but so sometimes you can tell when you're like at a vendor show or any of those things, that when you look at stuff, you're like, oh, well, this is cool, but this isn't really gift worthy because it still has a little bit of this, or these don't.
Yeah.
And I'm not patronizing you at all.
No, I appreciate that compliment.
I mean, these are so delicate, and you can tell the time that you took to make it. I mean, these are wow pieces whenever you give them to somebody. I mean, 100% over.
Yeah, I was hesitant to put them out there, and I did, and I think the first batch I put out, they sold in less than an hour, and I thought, well, I guess I'll make some more. And that's kind of where it all started. It's kind of been this, I spent a lot of years perpetuating the arts in other areas and for other artists in our
little
area,
region,
community.
Little region, yeah.
And so it's been nice to get back into doing something that I can perpetuate for myself, so.
And how does that, because it's almost like you have your own little world that you're in whenever you're doing this.
I do, yeah. I very much do kind of live in my own little world. So yeah, I get to kind of like, everything in my life gets to kind of make full circle with this project that I'm pursuing.
Can you explain?
Yeah, so I'm an avid gardener. You can ask my husband. I think he dreads like when springtime rolls around because I'm like, I need a gardening budget. So maybe this will help supplement. But anyway, it just is giving my gardening a purpose now. And like I get to like actually utilize what I grow and all the work I put into my backyard. And now next year I'm even more excited because I get to like cater my garden to the demand of my simmer pots, and obviously to my own family's needs. We use a lot of the stuff I grow, and then with my stitching, that kind of came into my life after one of my first jaw surgeries. I've had 2 jaw surgeries in the last 2 years. So it was a really nice thing that came into my life that was really healing for me.
Yeah.
It gave me something to do to get through the pain I was enduring and things like that. So it's kind of, when they say things fall into place in your life, I do firmly believe that in some weird way, I never thought it'd be simmer pots and stitching, but it's bringing me a lot of joy.
And if it's okay, I saw that you recently just recovered from a previous jaw surgery.
I'm 3 weeks post-op from my second jaw surgery, and hopefully I'm done for a while. I got released from my surgeon, and life is moving forward.
I just
finally.
think it's amazing, though, that you're able to still get all this accomplished as you're dealing with it. And I really do not mean that in a patronizing way.
Honestly, it was a blessing in disguise that they took off the way that they did, because I do better with a distraction under those circumstances.
Same here.
So, and I was really kind of, my first jaw surgery was a lot worse than the last one that I went through. So I was really expecting it to be a lot worse than what it was. So honestly, everything just aligned perfectly, so that I was able, 3 weeks post-op to be able to pursue this endeavor.
Well, I just hope people take note of that, because in life, I think a lot of times we want things now, and we want to,
I lived like that for a long time.
Right.
Yeah.
But I hope people realize, no matter what we deal with, we still got to keep pushing.
Yeah, there's, it sounds corny or whatever, but, you got to keep the hope that there's a better day. Like 2.5 years ago, I didn't think that, I didn't know what was in my future. And today, I tell you, keeping that hope really made a difference. So
really cool. So let's talk turkey here. What are the prices on some of these things? Let's talk about the pendants and the jewelry first, because that's amazing.
Yeah, so I have 3 different sizes of necklaces I'm doing right now. The largest ones are about 2.5 inches, and those run right around $40. And then the smaller ones, they're smaller and more circular. They're about 1.5 inches. They're about $30. And then the smallest ones I just started doing, but they're on a more wooden, traditional looking, tiny itty bitty.
I have one right here. Yeah,
hoop.
beautiful.
I think I've been calling them loom. I meant hoop. I don't know. But they're $20. I'm trying to make everything really affordable to where if I saw it, I could afford to buy one.
Right.
So I don't. They're very, for what they take, what they require, and the time that they take. I feel like they're very price.
I think so too.
Worthy.
If you go over anywhere else, especially in one of the more city, more of those city areas, this would be a definitely a lot larger price point.
Some of my good artist friends they have told me you need to make them a little bit more expensive. They're too cheap, but for now they're just exactly what I want them to be. So. And
exactly where it's perfect for you to get that last minute gift for the holidays. Because I keep telling people, Brooke, I'm like, listen. We all think we can do the last minute shopping. Not this time around. Christmas Eve is Sunday. Good luck getting into a store that has some quality items on Sunday,
Yeah, it'll be picked over and probably crowded, so good luck.
And they aren't one of a kind like this. Now, let's go back to simmer bags here. You have 2 available.
I do. I have a Christmas simmer pot, and that one, it has dried oranges, dried cranberries, cinnamon, rosemary, clove, star anise, and pine.
Really cool. And it smells amazing.
Yeah, it smells like your nostalgic Christmas
It does. I'm smiling this entire interview because that's exactly what I smelled them as.
And it's nice because if you buy them now, and let's say you want to buy more than 1 or 2, everything in the package is dehydrated. So they are shelf stable, they'll last. Everything's dry. So, and then my other one is the New Year's Eve scent. And this one is more of, I've had people say it smells like a spa. So this one is lime-based it has fresh cranberries, but with that being said, it's not as shelf-stable as the Christmas ones because of the fresh cranberries, but fresh cranberries last a pretty long time. And then it also has lavender, mint, cedar, and ground ginger, and bay leaf. So this one is totally opposite of the Christmas one. So this one is supposed to be kind of that clean, fresh New Year scent to your home. And it's real simple to use. You just get a little a small pot. I do recommend a smaller pot.
Now, a pot or a pan?
A pot, a little sauce.
Okay, gotcha. Where you put a little Campbell's soup in.
Yeah,
okay.
Like a little soup pan or pot or something like that. Something small, I recommend. And then fill it up with water, and then you want to simmer it, but simmer it on high enough to where you can see the steam coming off, because that's where the aroma is going to come in and where you will get the most aroma. And if you keep adding water to your pot, you'll get quite a few simmers out of these little bags.
So, question for you. How long does one one go around. Like, let's just say I put it in for the. Do you dump the whole bag in there?
Yeah.
Okay.
You put the whole bag in there, fill it up with water, and as you simmer, your pot's gonna that steam is water evaporating. So I just have to warn everybody. Be sure to keep your pot full.
Yeah.
I don't want to take responsibility for that, but so make sure you don't leave it unattended, and you that water line will drop, so you can just keep adding water, and you could probably simmer this all day long.
Yeah.
And probably still be good the next day. I say 2 to 3, 4 times of re-adding water. I have been asked, can they be used in there's like the big crock pots, and then there's the little smaller sauce cheese dip crock pots or whatever, and they work in that too, but I wouldn't say like the real large crock pot, because if we were doing like a whole crock pot simmer pot, it would be more, you'd have more aroma. I mean, you could do it, it just won't be as. So a pan of water, or a pot of water and a stove, or people put them on their wood fireplaces, things like that. So
really cool. Well, and how much are the simmer packs?
So they're $7 for one, or they're 4 for $25. And if I get larger orders than 20, I cut a bulk deal.
Heck yes, I am in. I am in. And for more information, what's the best way to reach out to you?
Probably on Facebook right now. I am local to the area. I have established a pickup area. If anybody is interested in any last minute gifts, I can make those available. I have a final little stash. I'm calling my Christmas break after my kids go on Christmas break today, so we're going to take a little hiatus. But yeah, after Christmas, the New Year's Eve simmer will still be available, and then I plan on releasing another scent. So this is going to be a year-long thing. I'm going to see where it takes me the next year.
Absolutely, and always fill us in whenever you want to come back and
I'd love to. Yeah.
Give us some more of your brand new simmer bags.
Okay, yeah, I'll drop them by.
Awesome. Have a Merry Christmas, and thank you so much for your time.
Thanks for the invite. Appreciate it.
No problem. 9:49 on this winter solstice Thursday. We'll take a quick break. Daily show, and we wrap up the 9 o'clock right after this in the heart of the 618.